Okay, round 5, game 2. Now I'm playing Andromeda against Building a Better World. Pretty solid opening hand right here, especially against Wayland. 2 plastic crates, dirty laundry, special order. The only thing it's really missing is a desperado or data sucker to get started off. He starts by installing on R&D. He's going to leave headquarters open. It's interesting. Gotta go for the Siphon. Probably go ahead and drop at least one of the plastic crates afterwards. Oh, 2 credits. It's worth thinking about dirty laundering on R&D, but it's Wayland. Might be an ice wall. I decided Legwork here. Just try and get more information about his deck, figure out what exactly he's playing. Also, if he's running snares, he's below the 4 credit mark, so now's a good time to hit that up. We're assuming he doesn't have any agendas in hand since he left headquarters open. We see a power shutdown, archer, and scorched earth. So he installs ice on headquarters now, and clicks for credits. So we run headquarters and hit a quandary. Now we probably bounce over to R&D, see if we can res that ice as well. We can, and it's an ice wall.
Login rejected.
Probably worth thinking about playing the same old thing right there. Sure, he has 2 credits, but we really, at this point in the game, that loss of tempo is going to be a bigger hit on him than us. And then if he just credits up, that leaves us with the ability to special order for Yogg, and then same old Siphon. This is interesting. He clicks for a credit, and he's playing Scorched Earth, just a 1-of. So that tells us he's either using Scorched Earth in his deck just kind of like as a meat damage tax, forcing me to spend time and tempo drawing back up, or he's running Jackson Howard, Archive Memory, some source of recursion, and he's just playing on pulling them back, in which case I do that with my Cerebral Imaging Scorch deck, where I try to play Scorched Earth just to get runners to use up their plastic crates, so later on I can pull them back and then play 2 or 3 and flatline them. So I ate the meat damage there instead of using plastic crate to since there was no damage of him flatlining me, just to keep the plastic crates around for the future. We do pull out Snowball here, and we're going to start making some runs on R&D. We see an APD contract. He's only at 1 credit. We've got double plastic crate. We've already got tags, so we don't have to worry about C-Source or anything. But we're going to go ahead and spend all our money and steal the NAPD. He installs a second piece of ice on R&D, and clicks for 2 credits, so he's still staying at 2 credits. We're going to diesel for some more cards. Sure gambles, which aren't helping us, seeing at 0 credits right now. Legwork, we're not going to be using that anytime soon. We still have a decent idea what's in headquarters. I think that might be the archer there, or it might be something else he drew, but he's not resing it for 2. So we're going to go ahead and get back in, see another card in R&D. And we see another power shutdown. Feeling pretty good about running Snowball over Corroder at this moment. Just because Snowball is a lot more difficult to power shut down. And he's going to burn another Scorched Earth here. So we have to spend at least one counter to stop from flatlining, but we still want to save the rest of our counters. So we're only going to prevent one, and he's going to clear out our hand. If this wasn't his last click, we might worry about something weird in his deck, like Neural EMP or something like that, and we might spend more counters than that, but since it was the last click, we don't have anything to worry about there. We finally draw into Desperado. It's always good. Got another special order here. We did lose our Fem this game. I'm not sure I'm running Mimic in this deck. I know I cut it in some of the builds around this time. So our only Sentry Breakers may be Fairies at this point. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. Right now I'm just kind of building my credits back up so I can deal with whatever he throws at us next. I definitely want to try to get that Desperado out there. I've got Diesel for more card draw. He's setting up a scoring remote right now. And there's our Data Sucker. See if he reses this ice yet. Still nothing. So right now, until he reses that ice, we're getting through R&D for free with the Desperado credit, and we get a Data Sucker token off of it. And we see a Curtain Wall. That's interesting. So he installs and advances once and takes a credit. So he's only got 3 credits. There's not much ice that he can afford to res and still score something out next turn. He is playing NAPD contracts, but you can't risk that being an Atlas. Where is the Caduceus here? He's seen at 0 credits, so we actually want to meet the trace here so he doesn't get more money. I let the trace go through, so I would have done that differently, going back and watching the game now. He doesn't reinforce here, so either he's bluffing that's an NAPD contract or it's actually an NAPD contract. And we're going to pay to go find out. And it is indeed an NAPD contract. So I could play that a lot better on my part there. Good news is we drew into a fairy during all of that. So while he does have an agenda, we'll be happy to let him res an archer and toss out that NAPD contract. Of course, he's got no money at the moment, so we're going to take advantage of that, get our free R&D access. be really nice to have R&D interface or something like that at this point to really capitalize on the R&D access we're getting. He's got 2 Scorches, Sea Source, and Power Shutdown in Archives. So that's good for us. It looks like he tossed out his Power Shutdown. So our data sucker's not too vulnerable out there at the moment. He clicks for credits. Still can't res Archer on R&D if that's it. I'm seeing at 3 credits, so we're going to keep running. You gotta think at this point, he's set at 3 credits while we run this several times before, so even if it's not Archer, it's gotta be something that costs more than 3 credits, you would think. And a hedge fund. Oh, you see one of my surprise splashes in this deck with Notoriety. So we've now got the MU and credits that we can special order Yogg and double account Siphon. Could all do that in one turn. Actually, he's at 10 credits, so yep, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Pretty good. Ended up being a 30 credit swing between the two of us. That's what you're looking for. He's seen it 3 credits, so we're not going to draw up right here since he can't trigger snare. And we're not too worried about him clicking for credits and using Scorch. We pull Hostile Takeover off R&D. And we're going to go ahead and take advantage while the centrals are pretty open. We're going to score this Notoriety out. See a snare in headquarters, so he is running snares. I'll trash that without him activating it. And that Notoriety is going to put us at 4 points. We see discard his Curtain Wall, probably realizing he's not going to have money to res that this game. He clicks for 2 credits and uses hedge fund, so he is already back to 10 credits. We didn't keep him bankrupt very long. We draw security testing, which is going to be very nice with open archives. Of course, with the porous ice on R&D and headquarters, if he puts ice to defend archives because of security testing, that's a win for us because we still get to hit R&D and headquarters. He plays his 3rd Scorch here, so with 3 Scorches in the trash, we're going to go ahead and prevent all but 1 of the damage. Because that means at this point, he's going to have to Jackson or whatever he's got and pull all them back and then get them all back in hand. It's pretty unlikely we'll see us get hit with another Scorched or have to worry about double Scorch, so I'm very comfortable going down to just one full Plascrate here. And running R&D, that was Archer, so he exiles NAPD contract with the Archer. We're gonna break it with our ferry. And we can't do it this turn, but next turn we'll be able to run headquarters and shut down the archer. Of course, we're looking for 3-point agendas at this point, seen at 4 points, but we don't know whether or not he's running those yet. We see a punitive counterstrike, so that tells us he is probably running 3-pointers. Maybe another reason that he felt comfortable discarding the Scorch Earth earlier, knowing he had punitive in hand, or in the deck. I don't know. He wipes viruses, which is not a great idea. He's got nothing to stop us. I guess he's probably worried about typical Andy deck running Parasite here and didn't want to lose the Archer, but it's not going to matter since we're going to shut it down. See a restructure in headquarters. Down goes the Archer. And we see another hostile takeover. So we got 3 agendas, but only 4 points off those agendas. Then we've got the Notoriety, so we're sitting at 5 points here. A 2-pointer wins us the game. He installs in the remote, and it is Jackson, so he is running Jackson. His plan may very well be to Jackson those Scorch Earths back into the RNG. But right now, what he needs is ice more than anything else. Because we are not spending anything to get through any of these servers right now. See power shutdown in headquarters. Oh, forgot about power shutdown. We probably shouldn't have played that ferry out, since the only sentry he has on the board that we're worried about right now is the Archer, and he doesn't have a scored agenda. We probably should have kept that ferry in hand. We may very well lose that to power shutdown here. He plays the power shutdown, and he does trash a card, so he's giving me the option of trashing Data Sucker instead of Fairy, which tells me if he's going to spin the card, he'd probably rather me get rid of the Data Sucker. We're going to dump the Fairy. Right now, we don't really need the Sentry Breaker. Not that we need the Data Sucker for anything at the moment. Hit up R&D. There's a 3-pointer. Alright, good game. We'll be back with the final round of Swiss soon.